guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna watercolor a durian. Okay, so I'm not literally watercoloring on a durian, like a durian on this piece of paper. Okay, so by this time this video is up, it's probably gonna be the end of durian season, which is very unfortunate. That's why I'm here with a durian drawing to bring back the durian life to you guys, and for you guys to admire this drawing when you guys are craving durian. Anyways, I got all these pictures because my father bought some durian and it was really delicious. Anyways, I really like that curvy shape and that kind of angular but curvy kind of side that I've shown just now. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, you'll see it in my drawing. Anyways, this is just me debating about how to draw the durian, and let's get started. So I'm not gonna exactly draw the durian like that. I'm gonna take inspiration, like I like the pear kind of shape for one side, like a bean, and then the other side I did like kind of like a triangle, nice let's angled diamond on one side and then made it a bit curvy. As you can see, that side it looks a bit curvy. Anyways, the sketching process was pretty long, but let's get started now. Okay, so for the watercolor, I got a few. It's pretty hard to mix it, but if you watch one of my previous videos, the marker drawing video, at the back of the video I shown a bit of touch up on my what's it called, matcha green tea cake, which is inspired by Stickerific, and I took a long time to make that color. It's because I don't know how to make that color that time, but since the matcha cake and this one is kind of similar, I just used the same way to making it. Basically for the matcha one, I just put green plus a bit of black and then yellow, and then by a color like this, then it should be fine. But since I want it to be darker, as the durian is a bit darker kind of, but less green, I also added a bit of brown in it and a bit more green to lighten it up, but still have the really strong green color. My upper palette one, I used it to make a lighter variation of it, and then the side of my lower palette, used it to make a darker color, and then the one beside it is kind of like the more normal, like average one. I ended up, I think, using a lot of the top color. I also surprisingly used the darker one a lot. I thought I wouldn't use the darker one a lot, but somehow I still did, and kind of weird that I didn't use the middle kind of bridging color. Anyways, I started by giving this durian a kind of base coat which is quite translucent, so that any empty missing spots, it will at least be this nice light green color. Okay, now I'm also adding that other side spot, which is a slightly browner one, and I also added some brown at the upper palette with a touch of kind of the durian green to make it kind of the more browner part, because some parts of the durian it's like really brown. Anyways, I am just drawing on the thorns. How I draw the thorns is mostly I will use my brush to draw it first and then only paint the inside. And as you could see, just now I painted, you can see a visible like kind of browner difference over there, because I observed most durians, or at least the one that I'm painting, it's over there that is brown. I also added some more thorns at the other side, right side specifically, and used the smaller brush because I wanted to get a smaller kind of thorn. And one thing that is a bit disturbing to me is that one part over there, it's like a lot of splotches of color. Anyways, now moving on to the middle is the front wheel. So the middle part will mostly be just the point of it. So it was really hard to get, but I decided on just putting a point there. And as I talked about, the kind of middle part was a bit splotchy and too blended in. So I went in with a way darker green to outline some of them, that which I think was a bit too kind of like light and blended in, and I can't see the shape of the tones. Anyways, I went in with some finer touches on the remaining space and a few lightening up because I think I darkened it too much. So when I try to add shadow, it doesn't really work. Anyways, now we are almost finished. This is the final touches. Then we can move on to painting the stem. Let's go. Anyways, I painted the stem off camera because I wanted to try to see the color and stuff of it is. So I created some brown here, which I mixed with a bit of green. It's pretty hard to make the color because I don't really want a really dark brown or really light brown, and like, yeah, it's pretty hard. I think the last color I ended up with is not the best color variation, but the best one. I covered it over, so I can't use that one, but never mind, it's gonna be as close as it can get. Anyways, it's also pretty hard to paint this because I wanted to make some of these so-called scars or like dents in it, but it's pretty hard to make it. And I also didn't want it to be too light or too dark. This color is definitely too dark, so I added a bit of shadow just now. Yeah, and while I was trying to add the dents slash scars, whatever you want to call it, I also made her durian stem too thick, so I went back with a white watercolor and my white jelly roll to kind of make it thinner. And then kind of try to kind of seamlessly blend it in. Now I'm doing a few final touches for my durian and we are done. On to the review. Anyways, I really enjoyed this process. Even though it's kind of tedious for drawing so many stems, it was kind of tiring at some points. I mean, thorns, like, it's so hard to make so many thorns and let them still stand out and be pointy, even with so many crowning over, and I was really worried that it wouldn't have any depth or shadow. To sum it all up, I also had a really great time painting this, and I hope this cheered you up from the end of the durian season. So bye guys, remember to subscribe.